Hello everyone, are you ready for another adventure? It's me, Woki, and I'm back for some more Celeb Summer. Where we left off, BB Dubai just showed up, and we're continuing on with Section 1. Probably going into, hopefully, the next section, and seeing where it goes from there. Thank you all for coming, thank you all so much for coming, my good Chaldeans. I do hope you'll enjoy the summer of your life here. Be prepared for joy like you've never experienced. Exchange glances with everyone else. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Brother, do you see what you are wearing? No, wait, don't tell me, I understand. You're so overwhelmed by the gap between my sparkling glory and your own peasant-like selves, which you don't know what to do. That's not the gap I'm most concerned about at the moment. That's it, isn't it? Oh, don't you worry, I invited you all here personally. You have my word that you'll want for nothing during your stay. That includes your hotel room, your meals, and of course, Lily's guide fees. None of this will cost you so much as a single dirham. BB, as much as I appreciate you footing the bill for all of this, I do still have a few questions. Oh, and what might those be? Wait, let me guess. You want to know what brand and number perfume I'm using, right? I can't blame you there. You're at that age after all. Okay, I usually wouldn't tell just anyone, but this once. No, this isn't about perfume. After we arrived in this world, we noticed several anomalies. Most notably, we haven't been able to contact Chaldea. Do you have any idea why that might be? Me? How would I know? It's probably just how far away you are. Still, I'd hate for anything at all to distract you during your stay. I want you all to enjoy your summer vacation here in Dubai and experience as much joy as humanly possible. I have some questions for you too. For starters, what's with all those electric billboards? From the shape alone, I'm pretty sure you had something to do with them. I was wondering about those too. Frankly, from an urban planning perspective, they made me doubt the sanity of this city's architects. Oh yes, I'm glad you noticed them. Those are joy counters. I had them thrown together as you could have an easy way to see how much fun you're having here. Joy counters? That's right. They're designed to track exactly how much joy you accumulated during your trip, and reflect it in a numerical value in real time. For example, as you visit fun places and enjoy lots of delicious food, your points totals will go up accordingly. And as your points reach certain levels, they'll also act as an easy-to-understand indicator for your progress in the event. I mean, aren't you sick and tired of doing pointless quests that feel like they never end? Well, with my joy counters, you'll know exactly what to do to reach your goals, and the people of Dubai will know exactly how well their city is being received. You win, I win, Dubai wins. In fact, I think quality of life improvements like this are exactly the special touch the other events we've had have been missing. So you turn something abstract into something tangible? I guess gamifying a trip is up your alley. Right, now I'm even more glad I took the trouble to look up the way you think. Alright, go ahead and give them the counter watches and make it even easier for them, Lily. Yay! This is like the watch from 999 that kills you. Once you've maxed that counter out, you'll have to complete your mission, and once you have, you'll receive a special invitation to the Burj Khalifa's exclusive observatory floor. You don't get a chance like that every day, you know. And once you make your way into the Burj Khalifa's observatory floor, you'll be greeted with more joy than you can possibly imagine and the greatest goal in all of human history. So that'll be something to look forward to. Oh, but first I should explain a bit more about what needs to happen first. An amuse-bouche for your trip, if you like. Basically, I want you all to come back here when the counter reaches 9998. I told you it was like 999. She just added the fucking 8 right before it maxes out. That's when I'll remove the seal on the fountain. Then I'll present the last impossible awesome set piece myself, and give you the ultimate moment of happiness to get the last point for your joy counter. Missions? Points? This is starting to sound more and more like a job than a vacation. Shouldn't we have more freedom to spend our summer vacation how we like? Don't be ridiculous. Now that I've invited you, it's my duty to make sure you're all happy to be here. Otherwise, you won't be able to say you really got the most possible enjoyment from your precious time here. So once you've had enough fun to max out the joy counter, I'll make sure you all have a safe path back to Chaldea. There are still some things I don't understand, but I'm relieved to have your word that we'll have no problems getting home. So let me get this all straight, as opposed to getting this all gay. Those billboards we've been seeing throughout the city are joy counters, correct? And the numbers on them will go up whenever we feel, well, joyful. Then, once the counter is maxed out, we'll have fulfilled BB's conditions and completed this summer vacation mission, which will then grant us passage into the Burj Khalifa and turn let us get back to Chaldea. Is that right? Also sounds like we can stop when the counter's at 9998. But at that point, BB will remove the seal on the fountain plaza, give us all some kind of special show. And then we should all be maxed out on points and done with the mission. I have a question now. Is that all different from our original planning coming here? Well, we'd initially planned to take BB up on her invitation to tour Dubai for this year's summer break, and then go back to Chaldea when we were done, so no, nothing's changed. On the surface, anyway. All of that sounds fine, yes, but I get that sense that there's more to it than we're being told. A joy counter to get most out of Dubai? Why would they make something like that? And that concludes your Dubai sightseeing orientation. You'd better be grateful to me for taking time out of my insanely busy schedule to do this for you in person. I trust you understand now that your orientation is over, but to be clear, this Fountain Plaza is reserved for the final boss. So don't expect to just walk in here whenever you feel like it. Anyway, I'll let my trustworthy subordinates take it from here. You're in good hands with her. Now go on back to your hotel and get some rest. Tomorrow, your sightseeing begins. Oh, BB, wait, I still have more questions for... Guess we missed our chance for today. It'll be really quicker on that, Mash. Messed up, Mash. Forget that I didn't do it either. Right, the final welcoming bit to Dubai. Okay, you're all checked in. Here are your room keys. We reserved the entire 16th floor for you. You each have your own VIP suites. Thanks for all the help. Not at all, just doing my job. So, what are your dinner plans tonight? Master and I were just talking about that. We decided to keep it simple and just have the rations we brought from Chaldea tonight. I see. Well, seems like a waste to me, but understood. I'll see you all tomorrow then, after you finish breakfast. Oh, I recommend the buffet on the hotel's first floor. It's free of charge, naturally. Alright, enjoy your trip to Dubai, last member of humanity. Until we meet again. Maybe we should at least all have dinner together? Good idea. We do have a lot to discuss. Okay, then let's all meet up in Wilkie's room once we've gotten situated. Agreed. Nod, nod, nod. I took a quick look around and didn't smell any demonic beasts or traps nearby. And I put up a bounded field around the entire floor just to be safe. That's great. Thanks, you two. That just leaves Percival. Oh, there he is now. Guess I'm the last one. Sorry to keep you waiting. Everything alright? Well, in addition to this floor, I took a quick jaunt around the entire hotel to see what I could learn. And I did notice something odd. Every floor from the 7th to the 59th is completely inaccessible. I couldn't even get the elevator to stop there. When I asked the staff about it, they only say those floors are being used for storage. That's an awful lot of storage space. Is that common in big hotels like this? Of course not. No hotel will be built in such a way that most of the building couldn't be used. Places like this live and die by their booking capacity. They want more, not less. I also learned that there are other facilities on the first through 6 floors. Like a pool, restaurant, and a gym. From what I could tell, there didn't seem to be anything amiss about those. Well, in any case, our situation doesn't seem to have changed significantly. There are certainly some oddities here and there, but nothing so bad we need to be on high alert. So I think Ow. Something wrong? No, I'm okay. I just got a little dizzy spell, headache. For a second, maybe it's the altitude. Maybe we are pretty high up. Look at all those buildings. It really is a gorgeous view, isn't it? Just looking at this scenery is getting me excited. We've been up high before, but this is something else. Pirates are used to climbing the mast for looking duty, so I thought I was used to heights. But this is really something else altogether. Does this mean the view from the Burj Khalifa is even more amazing? Good question. If so, I can't even imagine what it must look like. Part of me thinks it won't be too different from here. And another part feels certain it must be completely different. This is nice and all, but maybe we should have dinner soon? Putting up that bounded field did tire me out. If only Lady Yu were here to give me a pat on the head and tell me what a good job I did. Well, our summer break in Dubai isn't going anywhere. And if we run into something odd or dangerous, we'll take care of it. Agreed. Portable Modoc. Staying in during the heat wave, AC blasting off, of course, so incredibly comfortable. Even the room owner's smug, proud expression is hard to argue with right now. These homemade snacks help ward off summer fatigue, too. That does sound pretty good. Alright, section dos. One node? Oh my god. Celeb Summer Experience. Section 2, Cherry Breakfast. Cheery breakfast. It's late. That's my only excuse. You can tell sometimes when I'm doing batch recordings because at the beginning I'll be extremely aware, and then as it goes on I get very, very sleepy because it's late as hell when I record. I'm starving. Good morning, Senpai. Are you hungry? Do you want to go try the breakfast buffet BB Lily mentioned yesterday? I thought you'd... Hell yeah, I would. I thought you'd never ask, but hell yeah, I would is my answer. Gosh, you're really excited about this. I'll have to make sure I don't fall behind. You're gonna fall behind on breakfast, Mash? How does that make sense? Well, there goes my private breakfast date with Master. Are you all here to invite her to breakfast too? I'd have been fine eating alone. You might, but for the rest of us, seeing you sitting all alone would be awkward. So you just have to put up with us. It looks like everyone had the same idea. Let's all go have breakfast together then. Yeah, breakfast! Cool ass shades. Low. No way, man. Yeah, I'm William Tell. I shot my son. I see this. That's how he starts the conversation.
Coming out a little hard there. Trauma dumping.
Trauma dumping to the strangers of Dubai. All she goes is, oh. Well, hello. I see this restaurant is open to the public as well. Some of the people coming here to eat are coming in from the pool on the floor above us. It looks like we can have someone show us to a table. Let's do that before we start loading up plates. I don't know what to eat first. I know, I'm not sure I've ever seen so many different foods all in one place before. They have Western staples like fresh bread and omelets and a wide assortment of Asian foods, and ooh, they have Chinese food, spring rolls and dumplings. Yes, please. For breakfast? That's pretty crazy. And of course, plenty of Middle Eastern dishes as well. Although, even after seeing the names and the dishes themselves, I can't imagine what they taste like. Now I really wish I'd studied harder before we left. Let's start by sampling one thing at a time. Sounds like you need a food taster. Say the word, master, and I'll gladly oblige. Mochi! Indeed, I came to this city to make the most of my summer leave. I was very fortunate that the locals welcomed me and were kind enough to show me to this place where I might enjoy some breakfast. But being a shinobi, I have not found it in myself to relax my guard. I have therefore, shamefully, been clinging to the ceiling while I look down upon all these unfamiliar foods I have been hesitant to try. But should you require that they be tested for poison, master, then I, Mochizuki Shiyome, will be glad to offer my tongue in you and your companion service. That read really weird because of the stop I did. This I promise. Well then, I think I'll take you up on it. Of course. Oh, come on. I really can't imagine any of these dishes are poor. I think this is one of those a closed mouth gathers no flies moments. I get it. She's probably been too overwhelmed to choose what to eat, too. But if she has a firm objective like testing food for poison to achieve, then she has the perfect excuse to sample all kinds of different dishes. In that case, would you mind tasting some of the Western staples for me? Let's go with the freshly baked bread and scrambled eggs, bacon, and sausage. It would be my honor. Then without further ado... Nope, no poison here. That's great. So, how about the taste? One word. Start off, this your warning shot, Oos, she says to the chefs. Delicious. I see. I'm glad to hear that. Next, how about the pho from the Asian noodle corner? I noticed Hai Bao Trong having some earlier, and it looked very tempting. Bring it on. No poison. Delicious. While you're at it, try these dim sum from the Chinese corner. There's cream of pumpkin spring rolls, steamed meat buns, and more. No poison. Delicious. Couldn't even finish one word before starting the next. Great. While we're at it, try some of these local delicacies too. Stewed meat, shrimp saute, some kind of dried fruit. Delicious! She's not even pretending to be testing for poison anymore. So, can we say the conclusion you reached is everything here is incredibly delicious? Alright. Matters of taste aside, I can indeed confirm these foods are poison-free and safe to eat. Is that all you wish to have taste tested? What about the dishes over there? I do not believe we have investigated them yet. I thought it didn't matter what I ate so as long as it kept me going. But if everything is good, I'm not sure how to decide what to eat now. I've heard that a buffet is its own kind of battlefield. Buffets are sick as fuck. It's the only place where you can have a chicken wing and a sushi roll in the same place, and then also get up and get some rice, some french fries, and pork cutlets, whatever you the buffets are one of the greatest things ever created. If you've never experienced a buffet, get yourself a buffet. It doesn't matter when. You could have breakfast at a buffet, you could have lunch at a buffet, you can have dinner at a buffet. Sometimes you can have all three of them at the same time and also have a dessert. This is Wokie's recommendation saying, get your ass to a buffet. I almost want to call up the Mew Mew Force and say, bros, we should go to a buffet again. Because they're sick as hell. Oh, you know what? I should tell my sister about a buffet for something later on. I've heard that a buffet is its own kind of battlefield. I'm just saying it again. You need to formulate a strategy to maximize results. Pace yourself, zero in on a priority target. Always be mindful of your limits and work for the best possible outcome without any regrets. See, she's right. It's 100% true. Anything that says is like all you can eat or all as much as you can, you got to make sure that you get your money's worth so that you feel, because they're usually pretty damn expensive. So if you're in there, don't go in there and get some stuff, get a couple sample platters and be done. No, you got to eat all that shit. You got to be like, I'll eat some fruit. I'll go ahead and eat some fruit and then I'm done. I'm going back in. I'm making nachos. You have to all do it. You have to do it like that. Think you can keep up with them? Oh wow, those eyes brimming with confidence. That rock-solid aura of dependability. I had no idea you were also a master of buffets, senpai. I'll admit, I'm not confident in my chances, but I promise I'll do my best to keep up. Do I have to use anyone specific? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Then I'll go ahead and let me see if I can check to make sure I have the right thing on. We gotta go over to the Toon Squad. Since it's currently beast mode, we gotta go beast mode as well. Beast feed. Sorry, you know what I'm thinking when I was about to say feast mode? All I can think of is that Shaggy tweet where he says, "Oh, what should be in Scooby?" And he got 0 points, and he quote tweeted it saying #Starvin. I think about that all the time. It's the greatest. Anyway, what was I doing? I was getting the caster. Then from here, I mean, it can be literally anyone. I may as well just get some with a bonus, perhaps. I should use the new units. I still need to get them up and stuff. Even though she has 0 versus, she's not even fully done yet. But I should use them for the XP of it all. And then, where are you, Mash? Yeah, there you are. And then get away from this. Go here. I have so much of these. I forget, do these the ones that no they don't give me. Wait, what the hell? Do I not have one of these? I should. Weird. Okay. It's fine for the most part. No, they're really? I should have more. Anyway. That reminds me, I should set up my friends list now that the event actually started. Sometimes I forget. Mainly because sometimes I just don't have enough C's to like pass around. Fried fish, bacon, scrambled eggs mix. There. Alright, get their ass in there. And what do you got, girl? Woo! Psycho de show. Ooh, she got all the buffs from him. Sano.
始まりは無限、おしまいは極点。すべて我が心臓で眠りにつく。宇宙丸ごと私のものよ。この運命覆せるかしら。
Cheery breakfast. I actually forgot to look up to see what food they are. Oh, look here. I ate too much. No such thing. What is that? What does that say? New door to Arabic cuisine. Let's see. Well, I wonder what the debuff they got is called. Poison. It was poisonous at the end. Discord, though. Fury breakfast. More, please. New door to Arabic cuisine, Gajong, and scrambled eggs mix. I guess I should heal the... No, whatever, they don't need to be healed. Keep going! Whee! Fury breakfast, cheer him up. Pretty sick. Master? Sorry, I cut you off mid-talk. Didn't mean to be rude. It was all so good I ended up eating way too much. I know what you mean. Even the Arab dishes we were unfamiliar with turned out to be absolutely yummy. It was like opening a door to a world I never knew existed. Oh, feeling sick. Got a little carried away, especially so early in the day. Better have some of my herbal medicine. Let's see. Should I go with a Nong Zong Zong, or should I lose you the Zen Wan be better in this case? Russell. A satisfying meal speaks well of the city that served it. I'm very pleased with this. Something wrong, Urishkago? Oh, no, not at all. Everything was delicious. I'm just not feeling great right now. I don't want to eat too much since I only just woke up. Unlike a certain gluttonous queen of heaven I could name, I, the goddess of the underworld, understand restraint. Looks like we just missed each other. I've never been to a buffet before, but I'll love it. Especially the all-you-can-eat part. Oh, it was delicious as well. The whole experience was all but perfect. What a great start to our trip. I'm so glad I got to sample the locals of cuisine on the morning of our very first day here. Just remember that sometimes less is more, Sir Knight, or do you not know the values of moderation in all things? Karna, you weigh like 7 pounds. I'm not gonna hear you about like, oh man, you should watch what you eat. This man needs that beef to get this physique up and going. If you're wondering, Karna's being so hard on Percival because he sat with him. You should have seen how dutiful he polished off every last bite of the mountain of food Percival put in front of him. I would have been in the same boat if I had gone to load up with my plate, but I was too busy grinding the event. When I close my eyes, I can still see that mountain. Ugh. Honestly, I still don't know how you managed to fit all that food in such a slim frame. I managed just fine. There's much to me than just granting benefaction. I'm also perfectly willing to receive it. He's like one of those dudes. He's like Shaggy. Shaggy can eat a whole fuck ton and he never gets any fatter. That said, I hope you don't mind if I stay quiet for a while. I'm trying to focus on my digestion right now. I see. At any rate, I'm glad we could start the day with a meal. Now we should all set to get started on today's sightseeing. What was that sound? I got 130 points. It looks like it was the joy counter BB Dubai gave us. It just started ticking up. I guess that makes sense. The food was even better than I expected. According to my preliminary research, Dubai is a tourist paradise. So if they're regularly hosting travelers from all around the world, it follows that it would need to be able to accommodate diverse culinary preferences as well. which would explain why their Western and Asian offerings are just as exceptional as their Arab ones. What a wonderful thing to be so considerate of various people's myriad tastes. And that proves that it is a peaceful country. I cannot deny my king would be somewhat indifferent to things like this. Maybe she would have felt differently if she had spent some time here. She would probably have just eaten a bunch of burgers based off of her characters. I think she probably just gave up on you. I'm not surprised she seemed that way to you, Sir Second Helpings. Although it's possible this restaurant is an exception rather than the rule, and other places here may be less attentive in that regard. Regardless, I look forward to seeing what further culinary delights await us here. I believe BB Lily should be arriving any moment now to start showing us around Dubai. Sorry, I'm late. There she is. I'm so sorry. I got lost on my way here. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Lip. The same works. Clear event quests to buy tourism points, get stuff. Woo!
報酬の時間だよ。Welcome to my territory。出番が少なめなので、ここを BB ルームとします。冷やかしもどーんと来い。気軽に寄ってくださいね。マスター。
They did not perfectly capture her master there at the end. A special tourism quest has appeared in downtown. Complete it to build up your joy counter. Main quest section 3. Unlocked by doing some tourism stuff. Okay. Special tourism quest. And I guess these are 2 free quests. I assume anyway. I guess I'll do one for now. Doing. Okay, everything's still good. Everything good set up. Alright, let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Dubai tourism, the taste even Hanuman approves of. Hanuman. Monkey. I'll fight a bunch of monkeys. I'm not above it. I guess just in case I need her, I'll put her out here. Start slowly buffing her up as well. Okay. Time to show these monkeys otherworldly fights. Psycho de show. All the monkeys went away at the same time. It was very funny to me. Okay. Escorto.
始まりは無限、おしまいは極点。すべて我が心臓で眠りにつく。宇宙丸ごと私のものよ。
Whee! Defy the fate, Odysseus. It's never not funny to me. Hanuman. Okay. Not having any crit stuff is kind of annoying, but lock in. You'll just get this. You got it. Now this monkey is about to have a very bad day. Some would say this is overkill to do that monkey, but I think it should be fine. See, he didn't die. Ooh, very nice. Very nice, very nice. Come on, level up. Come on, level up. Okay, let's see the next thing. I need to buy tourism points. Gotcha. So back in it again. Trying to grind it up here. I guess since I'm just the indestructible barricade, since I am just kind of grinding to get the points up, I guess I can say I did go to see the Odyssey. It was really good. Enjoyed it a whole bunch. Gave 5 stars on the letterbox that I did there. 3 hours of time. It was a crazy that day. I had to go see it. Was a crazy ass day because I was like out. I had to wake up early to go see it, and then after it, like right after, I had to go over to our locals to go participate in the Bloom Cup that was going on for them, which was the Brower Cup, to go play the whole live TCG. And I had to have my brother have my backpack because I said I don't think I'll make it back home in time, so it's just easier for me to drive out of there from there, and it worked out. It was really good. I did pretty good in there as well. Not as good as I would have probably liked. I feel like if I had more of my wits to me, I misplayed one game really bad, but I still made top 8, so that was cool. Playing in Polka, you don't need much brain thought typically to play Polka, but I also was, unfortunately, there was a situation where I just messed up the map so bad and I never was able to recover after that. Actually, I came pretty close to winning. I just needed one specific card in my deck, and I just didn't run it because it never cuts up, which is Totsumachi. It's one of those cards where it's like I can force a card to come out, but then like it didn't work out for me because I didn't run it. So I was like, oh well, that's unfortunate. This is the 1% of times where it would have been very useful to have, but I didn't have it. But yeah, I really enjoyed that movie. It was really good. I won't say anything much just because I think you should probably go see it if you haven't seen it. But if you're on Twitter, people have been talking about it like nonstop. Plus, it's the Odyssey. I think most people, I think around the world, probably have to go read it during school. I don't know if they're doing that still, but I assume they are. Whether or not the person is paying attention in class is probably a different story altogether to work with, but you know how it is. But yeah, I thought it was really well done. Multiple spots where I was just like, whoa, how the fuck did they do that? And then I learned how they did it, and I was like, that's fucking insane, bro. Crazy. This is crazy, too. What's the details here? Gods dwell in heaven. Gods dwell in the sky. Gods dwell in the sea. In the distant heights, in the blue of the sky, in the blaze of the sea. The dazzling form of the gods are everywhere. Could this be the pinnacle of beauty? I'd say so. It's very pretty. Very pretty, pretty god lady. Got me a bronze apple. Let's go. And then I can finally do this. So this one wants a caster. Since it's a single target, I should probably go with... Actually, I don't know if it's going to be single target. I'll just go with this and hope for the best. Ignore any potential misgivings. Special tourism quest, Crash the Opera House show. Let's see if there's actually going to be any dialogue. I don't know if there's any dialogue in one of these thingies, but I guess I'll find out. Battle 1 of 3? Okay, it's just finding a bunch of books. Sorry, nursery rhyme. I don't mean to hurt your family. But I have to do what must be done. Guess that gives me some more time to talk. But yeah, it was, should I potentially swap out? It's too late now. But is it? It's fine.
始まりは無限、おしまいは極点。すべて我が心臓で眠りにつく。
But yeah, excellent movie. I kind of want to see it again in a different format to see how that is looking like. Obviously, we weren't able to get tickets to those specific formats because those tickets sold out almost immediately. And by the time I told my sister when it was about to come out, I think she was like, "Ah, damn. I didn't know that it was already out," because she was experiencing some pretty rough times at that time. But once we got the tickets up and going, we saw when it was going to be in IMAX. We got the tickets there. It wasn't the greatest of seats, but I think it was all the way in the back, but on the corner, so at least we didn't have to deal with very many people coming through us doing it. I say they're not very good seats, but once you start just watching the movie, you just completely forget about all that, about like the idea of like, it actually makes me wonder if you see a movie up front, if it's that bad. That's kind of what I want to experience next, actually, is I want to try seeing a movie from up above. Because I only ever did it once, and it was when I was a kid, and that was when we went to go see Big Daddy. We had to look up on that one, but that was also back during assigned seating, not before assigned seating. So it was dependent on when you showed up, and we showed up late, so we got bad seats due to it. Different time, I know, but that's also why we have it drilled into us to like show up early, to make sure that shit don't happen again. Yeah, but overall, great time, great movie, good time hanging out. Ooh, joy counter up. That's how I felt after seeing the Odyssey and playing in my tournament. And I was like, my joy is up. That's also why it took me a bit to record a video for this. Oh my god, that is so many fucking nodes. Okay, I'm gonna do the last one here, and then I think that's where we'll call it here. You know what? I'll do something different for this one. I'll use. If you're unfamiliar with the technique of it, like I think I can show it here. I actually don't know how it's gonna work out now that I think about it. I'm already on event bonus, so I can just go down here. Go there. Still with event bonus. I need. It's probably up here somewhere. There she is. No, as for this last slot, I don't know, it can be basically anyone, so I'll go ahead and do. And then mesh. And here you obviously need bitch. I'm gonna go here, and I think I'll go. No, I don't think I'll use that. This one goes MP gain. Yeah, I think it should be fine. I was just thinking to myself, can I do this without the extra stuff? And I think the answer is yes, I can. Let me just see if I got it. But yeah, you can farm up with CL over here. So let me show you. If you're unfamiliar with the method, let me try and show you the method. Dubai's counterattack. Goddess obsessed with height. If I was taller, I could be a baller. That's not how the song goes at all. But anyway. Oh, this would have been great for someone who was anti-dragon, but it's okay, I had no idea of knowing. Anyway, I go here. I go here. Go there. Then equip there. Equip there. Go there. Swap out. Put in BB. Lock it up. Continue to go here. Continue to go there. And then you go bop, bop, bop. So you hit him one, you go there. You go into the next one. You hit him with this big ass move. This thing is dead like 7 different ways a Sunday. Then bang bang. Yeah, it'll work out. The math checks out. The maths. Now the only thing that's a little bit tricky is that you don't have but I'll get it right here. There we go. So I should have fully built up crit strength from this. That's the only thing you have to kind of be careful when you're using Vitch. Usually I don't think it matters too much for the first node, but I guess it probably depends on how big the HP pulls are, right? But I'll hit him with this. That should be good, even though I don't have mine fully built out. As long as you have the third skill at level 10, you should be able to do this. The other two I have at level 8, but which is why I don't get them back at the end, which is very unfortunate, but it's fine. No, I don't want to hit my goat. That's my goat. I don't want to farm on her. It's inappropriate, first of all. Here we go. I guess it's only fair that I hit her with the full strength. Nope. Go here. This should be high enough. Man, I would love Summer Quetz. I really wish the Japanese fan base liked her more. She would have already had a summer outfit a long time ago. Maybe that's not true though, because it took them 9 years to make Summer Ishkagal. So who knows? Nice to dream though. Yeah, that's how it just basically works. It's pretty simple. It's very effective. And it works out pretty well. I have no issues with it here, to be honest with you. I know it's very silly, but it works out pretty damn well. She's a really good unit. But anyway, that's the end of the video for today, everyone. Thank you very much for watching if you made it this far. Next time the next one comes out, we will begin on this node, which is really goddamn long. So until next time, y'all have a good day, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.